Oklahoma. It's just outside of Oklahoma City in Tulsa. It's like an hour and a half southwest of Tulsa and almost to Oklahoma City. It's a small town. It was founded by Czechs and Germans back in the day. And basically this is the shrine, the national shrine of the Infant of Prague, or sometimes known as the Infant Prague of Jesus, or the Child Jesus of Prague, or any host of names. But basically, if you don't know about the Infant of Prague, Prague being the city in the Czech Republic, it's associated that there was a statue made hundreds and hundreds of years ago, probably as tradition holds probably like 1300s is when a first infant of Jesus was made. There's lore and legend behind it, but basically a devotion kind of grew out of the infant child of Jesus, and asking for the intercession of Jesus, especially as an infant during his hidden life. And so there was that statue that was made, and long story short, the town of Prague took up the devotion, and there's been miraculous occurrences, miracles that have happened, those that have done prayers and devotions and intercessory to the Infant of Prague. It wasn't until the 1800s and then moving into the 1900s that it was finally officially promulgated by the Vatican, and then later a Society of the Infant of Jesus came about, and so on and so forth. And so the people that settled here, as I said, were from the Czech Republic, and they wanted to bring some of their heritage here. And so they brought a statue of the Infant of Prague, a replica, here. And before this became a national shrine, just a little backstory of this area, this parish. Basically, the church was named St. Wenceslas. Fun name, and he's sort of the patron of the Czech Republic and of Prague in that area. And so it was like a mile from here is the Catholic cemetery, and that's where the original wooden church was built, and then a tornado broke it down, and then they built a brick structure, which is where the church and the chapel is today. Long story short, in the 1940s they needed to grow, and so the priest there started praying for the Infant of Prague to say, okay, look, if we can have the money, if you provide the materials and the resources, I will build a shrine here for you, Jesus, under the patron of the Infant of Jesus. And sure enough, it came about. They built the church, St. Wenceslas, a little bit down the road, and then they built this national shrine, which then became a valid shrine in the late 1940s. The Infant of Prague has a lot of, like I said, a lot of devotions, a lot of intercession, intercession for children, intercession for expected mothers, but also the most famous devotion that I first encountered with the Infant of Prague is for the intercession of emergencies. So if there's something that's going to be happening, let's say in a day or two in your life, and it's a big thing, and you want emergency prayers and emergency intercessory prayers, the Infant of Prague, there's a prayer that you can do every hour for 24 hours and pray to the Infant of Prague and ask for an intercession. And again, numerous miracles that have occurred under that devotion. So if you ever have emergency intercessory needs, ask the Infant of Prague to pray for you. I'll try and leave a link down below to that intercessory prayer for you in that devotion so you can check it out. All right, so before we go in and check out the church, I've already kind of scoped it out. It's a beautiful, simple church. It's simple in a good way, right? It's not for those that are like, oh, I don't like super ornate things. It's not that. But if people are like, well, I like pretty things though, I don't want it to be completely plain Jane. It's not that either. I feel like it has that sweet spot. It has some stained glass windows. It has some contemporary things. It has the Divine Mercy image, but it also has some of the old, rich, traditional, beautiful artwork, statues, obviously the Infant of Prague, and other beautiful Catholic statues and artwork in the church. So there's also, as you kind of see behind me, there's lots of outdoor stations of the cross, outdoor statues, outdoor devotionals as well. They have a gift shop, a small bookstore here, so if you want to pick up on your way a little tiny statue or even big statues of the Infant of Prague, you can do it here. Check out the hours. Make sure to check before you come. Usually it's like 10 to 3 is their hours. They do celebrate Mass here. Yeah, I would say this is a great part of any pilgrimage if you're going through the heartland of the United States. So if you're ever in the Oklahoma City area, you could definitely make a pilgrimage of visiting here, devotion to the Infant of Prague, celebrating Mass, maybe go over to Oklahoma City since it's not too far away to the Oklahoma City Memorial and learn about that. And then, God willing, in the near future, when they have the shrine for Father Roth established and erected, then you guys can go visit there and kind of make a whole deal about it as well.